I think my favorite breakfast food is probably
Fucking berries.
biscuits
Love
and
berries.
gravy.
Biscuits and gravy.
Biscuits and gravy or a nice scramble.
I can fuck with a nice scramble. I've been working really hard on scrambled eggs recently, like trying to fluff them up diner style.
I've been making good omelets recently.
Now that's hard.
Hard. Do you mean hard as in difficult or like hard as in like that's cool?
Both.
Probably both.
Okay.
I would say omelets are a little bit like kind of the bad boy eggs of the. What's your like omelet? If you had to choose just one ingredient for an omelet, besides like obviously like the egg and stuff, one like veggie or meat or cheese. Cheese is good.
Like I do cheese and a little bit of bacon.
I
Makes
think
it good.
I'm a bell pepper slut.
Honestly,
Or
yeah, diced bell peppers are pretty good. I think probably bacon or ham for me would be up there.
Omelets. I've been
that.
pretty good at making them though. Like I've been
With
doing the double fold and everything. I did the double fold.
What's the they call them like Japanese omelets where they like
Omelet rice. It's
yeah
omelet on rice. It's so good.
yeah that shit when they do the little slice in the TikTok video and it unfolds.
I'm not the biggest fan of like runny eggs, but like it's good.
I never was a runny egg person, but then after working in a restaurant that did like a ton of them, I was like, okay, I came around on it.
Yeah, you kind of got to be forced to like food sometimes.
Yeah.
Just because it's like the only thing that's available for you.
Mm-hmm.
I like a good poached egg though. Sometimes. Sometimes. If it's a little like what is it? An eggs Benedict.
Yeah.
Very good.
What's wrong with an eggs Benedict?
Oh no, I don't like runny eggs. Don't.
Yeah.
I can't do it.
It's fair enough.
There's something with it.
I think for me, what makes it is if I have like a carb that I can like sop it up in, like a piece of toast or eggs Benedict served on the, like just something to kind of catch it. Because I agree, I don't feel great when I'm left with like a plate of just yolk,
Just sop.
just soft.
Just soppy egg.
I'll tell you what though, eat it over some home fries, like those like cooked potatoes.
I don't like egg and potato like that.
Whoa.
Like runny egg and potato. I'll eat like scrambled egg potatoes, but not runny egg and potato.
Yeah, it doesn't sound appealing.
Like a little sauce.
You know what? What's your favorite sauce to put on hash browns or home fries?
Oh, dude.
Just ketchup, bro.
I'm a hot sauce person. Like ketchup, almost assuredly, always. But if I had to pick just the one, it's gonna be like a hot sauce.
If you had to work in a kitchen, what type of chef would you be? I would be a saucier.
What
The dude who makes soups and sauces.
You're literally just
That would be me. What movie?
the saucier.
I would love to be a cold prep chef.
Mm.
With salads and like Peruvian scallops or whatever. Like they serve them cold oysters.
I'm probably gonna be the dude that sits there and does the pans.
The pans.
I'm a pan guy.
You're gonna wash the dishes. It's okay.
Probably fair enough.
Well, you'd be a fry cook, like the guy who just like the fries go in or the mozzarella sticks go in. You just pull them out at the right time.
No, I love walking back at work because I get to see like everything that they do when they clean like the grills.
So you work at Chick-fil-A.
I do.
So
Yes.
do you just not like work in the kitchen at all?
No, I'm a front of house member only.
Okay. So what is that?
Entails
Deals with customers.
dealing with
Yeah.
customers, so taking orders, preparing food. So the kitchen will get the food out for us, and then we have to bag it, and make sure that like the correct order's in there, and then we send it off to the people who stuff it. Stuffers will make sure that all the correct sauces.
Wait, so the food comes up and then you wrap it or what?
Oh no! Like the food's already wrapped. Like they.
Okay, so it comes out wrapped and you just put it in the right bag.
Yeah, the kitchen is crazy, so it goes like all the way back, and then they get
Are
everything.
you allowed to
going.
release Chick-fil-A secrets like this?
I mean, it's like common knowledge. Like you
Are
can
you
literally
sure?
just look in the back and you'd see this.
It's actually a
You didn't sign any-
GTIP exclusive.
Oh.
Yeah.
like food will come and then they put it in like the put it in the bags for you, and then they put it up on like a heater, and then we all put it in the bags.
And then someone stuffs it.
Yeah, and then someone puts all like the sauces, napkins, forks, knives in it.
And they're called a stuffer.
They're called a stuffer. And the
I like
people who
that.
put all the stuff in the bag is the bagger.
Just real
Stuffer, the bagger.
the stuffer, the bagger.
I love how just like childish it sounds sometimes. Like
Yeah.
when we come up with names like walkie-talkie.
That's a children's name.
That is like kid's name for whatever the fuck that thing is.
That is actually really funny.
Like you call it radio. No.
It's,
It's a walkie-talkie.
I be walkie and I be talkie.
And then you short it down to a walkie. You're like, can I have my walkie, please?
I want talkie.
All right.
That
Well,
goes
speaking
too
of chefs, our chef has written into
Our
us.
resident
Our resident
chef. Amir is writing to us from
Amir.
the Great War in the North.
You want to show a
Yeah,
picture
let me
of Amir?
I'll grab the Amir photo.
He writes, June 15th. Today is a momentous as it is the birthday of my man. Learn how to write, dog.
Just grammatically.
Today is a momentous as it is as it is the birthday. Okay, yeah. I think I'm just dumb.
No, I think he actually wrote that wrong.
Okay, today is a momentous as it is the birthday of my little brother. Happy birthday.
Happy birthday,
Happy
Amir's
birthday,
little brother.
Amir's little brother.
Yeah, shout out. The child is now stealing.
The child.
The child is now stealing not just my alone time and privacy, but my car since he paid some DMV employee enough to get him his license. No way he passed. I refuse to believe it.
Oh, his brother's 16.
I guess.
Oh, I mean,
Or 16 at least.
at least, I guess. I don't know. They might give licenses out to 12-year-olds over
Hey
there.
man, I passed first try, all right?
I did not.
I did.
I insta-failed by pulling. I was at a two-way stop, and I thought it was a four-way stop, and I just pulled right into oncoming traffic.
Yeah. Yeah, that's bad.
It was rightfully failed me, like 100%.
All right. In other news, I've been working the bowels of the finest cooking establishment in all of Saskatchewan. The hours are long, the pay is bad, but the food is also bad. Life is good, but it's not good enough without my podcastian family back in Long Beach. With reverence and malevolence, Amir.
With reverence and malevolence,
Yes.
we're lucky guys.
That. Wow. There's a lot to unpack in that one message. I think
Okay, first off, you just insta-failed your driving test?
Yeah. So you can either accumulate enough marks that you don't pass, or there's like a handful of things if you fuck up you instantly fail.
not stopping at stoplights or red lights.
You know what's really funny? Right next to my DMV that I took my test at.
Yeah.
There's a road that everybody just crosses the double line to just turn left.
Oh yeah.
I do it now. Allegedly.
In Minecraft.
In Minecraft.
In
yeah.
Minecraft, I crossed the double yellow.
In Call of Duty.
Yeah. But everybody does it. So like, it's the like right as you're coming out of the parking lot from the DMV, and I've seen so many kids just instant fail. Dude. Yeah, because I see the guy get in the car. He's like, all right, let's go here. They turn left. Instant fail. I see them come back in the parking lot like
That's
a
horrible.
minute later.
I almost think they build them like that. I feel like I've seen like the DMV in my city also has a double yellow right outside.
Yeah, I think they just built it like that for the trap. I knew it was a trap.
The one in Long Beach, I also think.
I think so.
Yeah.
I've not been to the DMV here.
That
I was at the DMV the other day.
sucks.
In Long Beach?
No, I was back home.
I spent a lot of time at the DMV in Long Beach because when I turned 20, my license expired, even though I thought it expired when I turned 21 because that's what made sense to me. And so I had to go retake the test. And they only give you like 3 shots of that written portion that I hadn't studied in like.
But you had
half
to
a decade.
retake it?
Yep, because my license lapsed.
Oh,
Yeah, I couldn't just renew it because it had expired already.
that sucks.
I'll tell you, that fail screen, like I sat down at those computers in the DMV and I like punching in the written exam questions, and then it failed, and I'm just looking at my reflection in the screen, and I was like, maybe I'll just kill myself in the DMV.
Do you think you're a good driver? I don't.
You don't think I'm a good driver?
No, I don't think you're a good driver. I've been in the car with you, and like you're fine. It's okay, but I know you're like trying really hard.
Yeah,
because other people in the car, so you're like, all right, I don't want to kill this guy. So I don't know if that's like
I think
personal issue you should work out.
I think what it is I just enjoy getting places faster.
What?
By the numbers, I'm a fine driver. I'm a great driver. Like
By the numbers, you failed the test 3 times.
That was the written portion.
And
I'll take you to the DMV
driving
right
test
now.
And the driving test when you actually
Well, I
took
was 16.
it. Fair enough, but still
Didn't have a lot under my belt. No, I think by the numbers in terms of like traffic incidents, tickets, like I don't really have anything. So yeah. I'm a good driver in like a legal capacity.
I have nothing.
You have nothing?
Nothing. No like accidents,
not even, like,
no ticket.
Speeding ticket or something? I had one, and they tossed it out. So
You got tossed out?
I got tossed out.
Lucky ass.
Oh, dude, I was a salad the way I got tossed.
I have one speeding ticket. The cop gave it to me.
How bad?
What's up?
How bad of it? Like a 45 and a 30, or?
No, it was on the fucking toll road.
Well, if you pay for the road,
I paid for the road, and they gave me a speeding ticket on the road. I wasn't even going that fast.
They got you twice, dude.
Yeah.
You basically paid them to give you a ticket.
I know, that's what I'm saying. It's ridiculous.
Well, what were you going, like 70 and like a 55? Or?
No, okay, it's a 60 going down a really steep hill that everybody's fucking speeding, and he like just picked me out of it.
Oh, dude.
Yeah. At the bottom of a hill, cops just waiting there with a fucking radar gun. Tons of cars flying by, going just as fast. Picked me, pulled me over, right? I'm sitting there, and I'm living out of my car at this point. So all my shit's in my back seat, and he's like, "What's all the stuff in your back seat?" And I'm like, "Oh, I'm living out of my car." And he's like, "That's too bad." Gave me a fucking ticket.
That's insane.
Yeah, he did not give a shit about me.
Then he's got like pots and pans and a sleeping bag, and he's like, yeah. Damn, it looks really hard right now. You're like, yeah, it's a difficult time for a lot of people. He goes, this is going to make it worse.
Yeah, I had food back there. I had all my clothes. I had a blanket and like a pillow and stuff. I was very obviously like not okay. And he asked, and he's like, didn't give a shit.
That's so wild to be like courteous enough to be like, hey, what's going on here?
Are you
bucko?
Okay? And I'm like, no, I'm not okay. He's like, are you late for something? And I'm like, yeah, I'm late for class right now. I'm late for class. I'm living out of my car. And he's like, that's crazy. Gave me a ticket.
You seem financially unwell. Could the state of California assist you in making that worse?
Yeah.
That sucks.
Yes, I think it can.
Indubitably.
I mean, I've also been in an accident, but it wasn't my fault.
So you came out swinging, I'm a bad driver?
I was literally okay. I was in the fucking freeway. Car right in front of me stopped. And I'm like, okay. And I stopped, right?
Yeah.
Guy behind me is on his phone, fucking slams into the back of me. His entire front half of his car gone. Like he was actually like really fucked up from the accident. My car, almost nothing. I was able to drive away.
That's nice.
Subarus.
Subarus built for the guy on his phone behind you.
Yeah, exactly.
What was he driving? Like just like a little Accord or?
Yeah, it was an Accord actually.
Nice.
Yeah, good guess.
I'll tell you what. As a proud Accord driver, he was 17 emails.
though, so I felt really bad because he's just fucked for the rest of his life with that.
Yeah, I had a buddy who, same deal, but he didn't crash into anyone. He just crashed into stuff. 19.
You guys ever, like, before you went driving, just had like this like thought that you were gonna get in an accident?
Yeah.
Or like
it didn't happen, but
daydream?
yeah, I've had that.
I was getting ready for work yesterday, and it could have been because I was tired, could have not, but I literally had a daydream that while on my way to work, I got hit by a car and had like severe injuries. Yeah, it was creepy as hell. And then I just drove to work and nothing happened. And I was sitting there at work. I also saw a naked guy on the side of the street. I was by the traffic circle, the bus stop by those office buildings.
That was your accident.
I guess we're gonna segue now.
The bus stop on Jimeno by like the office buildings.
Sure.
Like the
whatever.
gym.
Yeah.
So
you know this one.
Yeah.
Yes.
So I'm
Yes, we
driving
do.
to work. I'm gonna turn left on Jimeno to get to the traffic circle, and guy at the bus stop, and I noticed shirtless and only wearing underwear.
Oh, I thought he was like bare cheeking it. You said naked.
He has a bunch of stuff on the ground, and he then proceeds to take off his underwear.
Oh, you got a mid strip.
And
Did you throw some dollars at him?
No, he looked homeless. I did not want to do anything. I look over.
He needs the money. Come on.
He's putting on a show. God damn it! You gotta patronize the artists in the local area.
That's the craziest thing, though. He was putting on a show. He was waving his arms and everything, and like, butt just out wailing around. And he put on underwear. I look over to the guy next to me, and we're just sitting there like, what is going on?
Well, that's an important part of living in a major city in America. Just seeing the naked homeless around. How you know you're really living in Long Beach or L.A. or New York.
Something I wanted to see before I went to work.
City.
Big city. Yeah, the bingo cards
Just cock in your face.
I was having the most. So this was a couple years ago when I still lived here. I was driving just down the street to the ocean, like just straight down, and it was a beautiful summer day. Windows are down, birds are chirping, and I pull up to a red light, and I look left, and I just see a homeless lady bent over, just shitting on the sidewalk, and I was like, making eye contact with her third eye, and I was like, wow, I love this city. And I like slowly roll up all the windows in my car.
Yep, I've been in that exact situation, like rolling down, blasting music, feeling good, wind, it's nice out. It was last summer, so it's like it's hot.
Nice.
Just rolling up, dude crossing the street right in front of me, just bare ass naked, and I'm like, I'm not pulled up to a crosswalk. He's crossing between cars, just right in front of me. He chose my car to go in front of.
He saw the Subaru, and he's like, you know what? I need to bounce off the hood of this car.
Yeah.
And it's hard, too, because you got to ignore it. You
can't do anything about it.
Stone face and, like...
Everywhere else but him, just not looking just off away. It was like over there, over there.
Like I tend to try to be nice to unhoused people, like give them $1, or if I go through a drive-through, some food.
Yeah, if they come up and they're like, "Hey, can I get some food while I'm in the drive-through?"
Yeah, whatever.
Like I'm like, "Yeah, here, I'll get you some tacos or
it's
some
just
shit."
if you're butt ass naked,
I'm going to ignore you.
Decision.
Yeah. If you're obviously crazy or doing something that just isn't okay, like if you're struggling, yeah, for sure, man. I got you, man. Like I'll help you out. But if you're just fucking being a nuisance and crazy, no.
I saw one meth head after golf, and he was sitting there talking to the masses. I honestly thought that he thought himself that he was the next Messiah, because he was sitting there going like this and talking to like 10 different people around him. He was like waving his hands in the air.
Our great leader. Now, fucking passed intro to psychology last semester. Illusions of grandeur, very common one.
I love that illusion. It's one of my favorites.
It's my
I
personal
love being
favorite.
into it. When you're getting delusional, it's one of the better ones to be. Think you're good, think you can actually do shit, so you go out and do shit.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, that's a good delusion to have.
It's a good. I'll tell you, I had
better than like, oh, she loves me, when obviously not.
No, I used to not get a ton of sleep, in high school, working around the clock on whatever the fuck bullshit, and I started getting like minor like visual hallucinations. Like I'd be swimming and doing laps for water polo, and I'd see people in the pool that weren't there, and I was like,
whoa,
I need to take some more naps. Actually, I need to stop getting like, dude, it used to be like a competition to see who could get the least amount of sleep.
Yeah,
and then now we're sitting here like, well, kind of a bad idea.
And now it's like, dude, I got 8 hours. Dude, I got 9. Like,
Yeah, it's the complete opposite. Now it's like, oh, dude, I'm so jealous. Like, you're so lucky.
You go like, yeah, dude, I only got 5 hours. Like, are you okay?
Yeah, like we actually care about each other now. It's crazy.
I will say, getting a full night of rest makes you feel like a fucking superhero.
Oh, when I get some good
great.
sleep in me, I feel like I can do anything. But then, like the other day when I went golfing, like I went to bed at like 1 a.m, woke up at 5. Everything that I did yesterday, 4 hours of sleep.
Yeah, I went to bed at like 2 last night. I was just playing video games with my roommate.
Classic.
And it was just went to bed, woke up to my other roommates yelling at each other this morning. That was fun.
It's one of the pleasures of having roommates, you know, when you're in your early 20s, is just your roommate's beef just interrupting your whole life as it unfolds in your home.
Yeah, man, I'm just trying to sleep. Trying to get some rest in for this, you know?
I have to listen to my roommate's beef with outside people because the way that he does it is when he's on his phone call. Oh, by the way, most of the time he's like on FaceTime, like full.
Oh, I love a good FaceTime argument in the living room.
And even worse, not even in the living room. He'll walk past my room, the door to my room, to go to the front door because he walks around when he's talking.
Oh, doing the pacing on the cell phone thing.
He paces on the cell phone.
I love pacing on a cell phone. It's one of my favorite hobbies.
And then he'll just open the door and he'll go outside. And he'll go into our driveway, which my window is right next.
Well, that's where you got to go to the driveway. You get some real volume there. You know, he's being courteous by not yelling that loud in the living room.
It's worse because my window's open and it's right there.
Oh, summertime.
So it's even worse. It's just right by your window now.
Yeah.
It's in your room now.
Yeah, basically. He's essentially talking into my room and all the walls are not.
He's just standing at your window outside, just yelling into this phone, looking you dead in the eyes.
Pretty much.
Yeah. Roommates. Find them on Craigslist. It's always a good idea.
Yep.
Or if they live there already.
I had a roommate off Facebook Marketplace. He was cool, though.
Yeah?
Yeah.
That's good. That's good.
Brandon. I was really lucky. Shout out Brandon.
Shout out Brandon.
If you ever watch this episode,
just know.
Miss you, buddy.
Was that a Long Beach roommate?
No, that was back home.
Okay. I've been fortunate enough, with the exception of the dorms, to never have lived with like people I didn't know before living there.
Mm-hmm.
I've been able to like make it work, which has been nice, but then the people you have beef with who are your roommates are also your friends, which can be, you know, you're up at how early were they yelling at each other about forks in the sink this morning?
Like 8 in the morning.
8 in the morning, just looking at a beloved friend of yours going, if you don't fucking clean up this like pasta dish, like I swear to God, I'll take the fork and I'll end it all. Like,
no, it was at like 9. And I'm just like, I'm over this shit. Like, I got up and I'm like, can you guys shut the fuck up? I'm trying to sleep and like, just wash the fucking dishes. It's not fucking hard. Neither of you guys are gonna claim it because if one of you does, the other's a bitch. Like, that's it.
Real.
You're gonna get name called whoever claims it, so nobody's gonna fucking claim it. Just fucking do them.
Yeah,
I don't give a shit anymore.
If you at any point realize these are your dishes, the last thing you're gonna do is like, oh, you know what?
It was mine. It was mine.
Yeah.
It's like one of those arguments where you just have to keep gaslighting. Like, no, it's yours.
No,
like,
it's yours. It's yours. It's like, dude, shut the fuck up.
Fucking,
I don't care whose it is.
Everyone loses in war.
You know it's yours too.
Yeah.
You know
well, here's
it.
the thing. Okay. What I always do is when there is extra dishes in there, I do mine, and then I do like 2 or 3 extras. Just helping out.
Just help out
Just
the
fucking
dish
help
economy.
out. And I'm the only person that does that. So there's just a mountain of dishes, and they just keeps getting worse.
That's real.
Yeah.
I'm designated a dish boy in the morning because all my obligations happen like after like 8 a.m.
Yeah.
And so everyone in the morning makes a bunch of coffee cups and cereal bowls and they leave them all out. And then I like stroll out of bed, like everyone's gone to work and school and shit. I'm like, oh, I guess I'll wash the dishes. And
See, that's a good way to, you know, that's healthy. You know,
Yeah.
you made a mess for the night. They're getting up and going to work. You're just going to help out. You know, there's a couple cups, everything. That's fine. I don't mind washing a couple extra cups.
a couple extra cups never hurt nobody.
It's not going to hurt. Just fucking do it.
They will hurt when your roommates start throwing them at each other because no one's cleaning them.
That's what I'm saying.
Unfortunately, it is kind of bad.
Mm.
When I first moved into this house, I was really good with dishes. Right now, I'm not.
No, you're the problem.
Well, but here's the thing, though. My roommate that I live with is work. And so at first it became me and our friend that I live with are going to not do our dishes to show just how annoying it is. But he didn't.
That never works. That never worked.
The dirty dish off didn't solve all your problems.
It didn't work because now I'm still in that like, oh, I'll teach him. But then I'm starting to realize I'm just leaving my dishes in the sink or on the stove, and I like, because here's the thing.
Just as bad now.
I'm just as bad, but the thing is, there's like literally like piles of dishes that he just like leaves there. Like there's a random like box that has like one singular pastry in it.
Oh, yum. A little sweet treat for you?
It's been on our counter for at least a month.
Well, that's what I've realized about a lot of people is they just, maybe they don't recognize it, or maybe it doesn't trigger like, I should clean because something is dirty.
Yeah.
Like you can't dirty dish someone into realizing that dishes should be clean.
Yeah. I forget where I was. I was pretty young, but I was chilling with this cow, and I'm just looking at it, just like, what's up? And it's looking me right in the face. And I'm just like patting it, and it just puts its head on me, and I'm like, oh. And I just grab its head, and it just rubs against it. Cows are just like, they're chill,
They're like
they're
big
delicious,
dogs.
but they're chill.
They're so delicious.
Another animal I would also like to have on a farm is a horse.
A horse. Oh,
I think I could break horses.
I
got the resolve for it.
I saw a video of a male horse being showed to its female new neighbor, and that horse was a little excited. And
what are we talking about? Okay. Yeah,
Hunter, Hunter, what the fuck?
Yeah, I'm sure that horse was bricked up.
It was, and I was very confused at why it came on my For You page. But let's just say that
algorithm knows something about you that you don't.
Well, it's saying what I have.
Yeah, I'd say. I grew up. My neighbor had a
Why are we talking about horse cock? Oh my god!
I don't know. I was gonna segue away from it. I was just gonna.
Actually, speaking of giant cocks, I've seen in my life. I've seen an elephant dick.
Oh my god!
That shit's massive.
Right, I guess we'll just talk about
big as your
penises.
fucking arm. I'm not kidding. It was this big. And it was like 3 arms thick. Yeah, just 3 arms thick. 3 arms thick of just dick. It's wild. Dude, it was huge.
Yeah. Well, I mean, for the purpose it has to serve, I can imagine that's...
Yeah, I get it, but it's like, damn.
I guess we'll stay on this. What about fucking ducks and pigs and their corkscrew dicks? Fucking, can you imagine? The fucking the coil. The fucking Waluigi sound. Wow.
All right, next topic, please.
Next topic, please. I was gonna tell you guys about. I grew up with a pig in our neighborhood who he didn't need a fence. He was just like smart enough not to wander off.
Pigs are so smart.
Traffic.
Big squealer.
Yeah.
No, he was super quiet. But the neighbors had an apricot tree, so he would just cruise up to this apricot tree. It wasn't like super tall or anything, and just eat apricots all day. That was his deal.
Living the life.
The life.
I honestly envy it. Yeah.
Yeah.
I wish I could just lay in a backyard all day eating apricots and not have to worry about the political and environmental state of the
Pigs
world.
are smart. That might be what he was working on back there.
Yeah.
You guys like Animal Farm growing up? Was that book cool?
Never read
I
it.
never
actually.
read it.
You guys
Didn't have to.
I was not in honors English when I was.
Yeah, me neither. I was not in any
I read
of
in
that.
10th grade.
Good for you.
I don't know.
I'm so happy for you.
Well, Yeah, I don't. I thought everyone. I mean, I guess like I mean, I missed out on key ones. Like I never read like Fahrenheit 451.
That was a good one.
Yeah. See, there's just you gotta pick and choose. But yeah,
I read. Okay, so when I was in 7th grade, we had like a silent reading time that was like mandated by the school, like 20 minutes of the day, right?
Oh yeah.
20 minutes where ADD Dave at like 13 just gets to stare at a wall.
No, I love reading.
Yeah.
Okay, yeah. And I was reading Great Gatsby, right?
Beautiful
That's
book.
That's a brick.
It's one. What are you talking about?
I thought Gatsby was like 900 pages.
No, it's really short.
What am I? I'm
It's
totally
like
thinking
I think it's about like 200, maybe 3.
Oh. I must be confusing
small.
another like.
It's a small book.
Fitzgerald.
It's small, but it's like closer to 1,000 than 300.
No. Okay. Yeah.
You reading the abridged version? All right, you tell your story. I'll Google.
Anyways, I'm reading this book. It's to me like I read and I understand it, and my teacher comes over and he's like, "Why are you reading that book?" And I'm like, "I like this one." And she's just like, "You're gonna read that in high school. You can't read that here." And I'm like, "Okay, well, what should I read?" And I'm like, "I want to finish this book." She's like, "No, because you're gonna read it in high school. You don't need to read it again." And I'm like, "What the fuck are you talking about?"
Yeah,
So
they
I
don't
wasn't
like
able
that.
to read a book that was out of my reading range.
As it turns out, the California school system is rigged, and they don't like the fact that people can learn on their own.
Yeah.
You're right. It's 180 to 200 pages in most standard editions.
Yeah, it's like
I don't know, but I
Never
know
mind.
it's short.
Never mind.
I totally think there is a book that's like 900 pages. That's almost. It's like very in the Great Gatsby vibe.
I don't know.
I don't know. I can like picture it in my mind.
It's one of my favorite books,
You know what?
but like
Good book.
I wasn't able to read it at school
Well,
because it was too difficult for my reading level. And I'm like, okay, just because I have a D in English doesn't mean
Oh,
I can't
no.
read. All right.
Dave's an ESL, even though it's English as a first language for you. That sucks.
Oh, I can read just fine. I understand English just fine. I just have a D because I don't like doing homework. All right.
And God bless America. I don't want to live in a world where we have to do homework.
Exactly.
I'm going. Okay, I learn everything I need to at school. I passed all my tests every time. I will
Nice.
do great on tests. Homework? No, I don't want to do homework. I'm
Well-
not gonna. I'm home. I'm not gonna do schoolwork at home.
I mean, I agree with you, but it's education.
Education. What am I learning? I'm not learning anything
Well,
at
it's
home
about learning
by
how
just
to be
doing
like,
busy work.
Exactly.
It's just busy
They're
work.
trying to build workers.
Yeah,
They're trying to build people who sit there and answer emails.
yeah. And I want to do a podcast.
I wanted to do a podcast. Teacher, I'm talking in the back of class because I want to grow up and be on a podcast.
Unironically, kids these days are probably saying
Oh,
that.
dude, it's got to be
Yeah,
so bad.
they are. It's crazy.
YouTuber is like one of like it's like 30% of kids like K through 8 want to be a YouTuber now.
It's wild. It's because they see like YouTubers with all this money and they think it's like a viable, easy market to get into.
Yeah, I mean it's definitely like it's a market that unlike a lot of industries does grow year after year. Like
Yeah.
there are more creators and more viewers and more, but that doesn't make it any easier to
It's
No.
easy to upload, not easy to
Be creative.
be creative, have that element of
Mhm.
of going on and figuring out like what you want to post about.
And also like the not just the content wise, but like producing wise and like
Oh,
setting
yeah.
stuff up. Like we don't know what we're doing. We're
Yeah, we-
so lucky we have Zack and
our
like,
dear
producers.
producer helps us so much.
And
I've
we had
said it
Dorothy
once.
for a while that helped us like set up a bunch of stuff
Yeah.
and like
I've said it once before, and the editing was not.
Oh, dude,
Something
we had
that
Hunter.
should've
We had
been
Hunter in the
happening.
iMovie Minds, just
Yeah.
slaving away at that keyboard, just trying to sync the audio and visual.
2 hours just to sync the audio and the video together.
like I would love to do more content
Mm-hmm.
like for getting to it in like that whole
Yeah,
group. Like I want to do like different channels and stuff, right?
yeah.
But I don't know how to edit or like produce any of that. Like I have so many good ideas for content, but I can't produce. So that's what's blocking me.
Well, it's the same. You learn a lot of those lessons when you do like entrepreneurship business stuff too, which is like ideas are cheap and execution is expensive.
Yeah.
Like the devil's in the consistency of it too.
Well, that's why, like, calling back to last episode when we talked about like Facebook, just you have the engineers being creative, doing whatever they want. You okay?
Yeah, I'm just having him stop touching his face with the microphone.
Yeah, then the engineers doing whatever they want and like being creative and like growing and doing the most insane stuff. And then you have the business side that's like, okay, do this, this, and this.
Yeah.
You know?
We
need a business side. We need a business team.
If you guys were to open a business for
like yourself, a small business,
like a small business, so big business, doesn't matter, any business, what are you opening that business in?
Franchising a Walmart.
Honestly, franchising a yogurt land.
Oh no!
Right on the beach.
No,
you telling me you wouldn't do that?
I'm saying
it would get good money.
Hi, hot take: yogurt stocks are down, dude. There was such a big boom in the 2010s. We've overbuilt. There's too many pink berries in yogurt lands.
I love yogurt lands. Fair. I'm a big Yo Fruity
It's
guy.
all about location, though.
Yo Fruity.
You know?
Yo Fruity.
Location.
That's what I'm saying. Right on the beach, right on like Huntington Beach, right there, right on the boardwalk. It would do amazing. It would do so well.
There's this. I mean, it's kind of dingy. I like it. It's super cheap, but there's a donut shop right on Newport Beach.
Name of it?
Like something donuts.
Seaside?
Yeah, Seaside.
Yeah,
donuts.
Seaside.
My girlfriend and her friends went there the other day, and since it's 24 hours, everybody's there.
Of course.
Since it's like one of the only places that's open 24 hours at the beach, though, there were so many people that they waited in line for an hour to get donuts.
Oh. My God.
That's how much money they get.
Yeah. I mean, like, look, I fuck with them because it's cheap and you get what you order. You order black coffee, you get black coffee. You order a donut, you get a donut, right?
I love Simone's over in Long Beach.
I kind of want to go get Simone's. I'm hungry and I want breakfast.
That ham and cheese croissant after this.
Dude, they have like a turkey croissant. Oh. It's Simone's is this local donut shop, and they make these croissants that just have like a slab of like meat and cheese in the middle.
So good.
Voted actually
they're like voted best breakfast in Long Beach or something crazy like that.
They're one of the top donut shops in the nation.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Fair enough. Their donuts are so good too.
Their donuts are good, but they do a lot of custom work.
Maple Bacon Bar.
I had this donut shop back in my house in my hometown, right? Called Rose's Donuts and Burgers, right? They have something called a donut burger.
Sounds so good.
Is it like a glazed donut as a bun?
So it's glazed donut as a bun. Mm-hmm. It's cut in half, right?
Sure.
Long ways. They turn it inside out. So like the glaze is on the inside, and then they like sear it, so it's like brown on the outside. Nice. It's crunchy.
Oh, yeah.
Right? Get your burger patty, and then you do in like an egg that's like scrambled.
Oh, wow. So it's like a breakfast burger.
They have a breakfast burger. They also have a regular one, right?
Gotcha.
So they have like a regular one with like tomato, cheese, like all that stuff. So they do
basic
burger, tomato, egg, cheese, sausage patty, and then donuts. It is the best burger I have ever had in my life, but you need to like hold your heart after you do eat it because you're just dead.
You got to manually pump the fucking aorta.
You're just dying.
I want that so bad.
It's so good.
I'm willing to drive to it right now.
Hey, let's go surfing in my hometown. We'll go.
I don't, sir. I've never surfed before, but I can boogie board.
I want to go surfing this summer.
I can boogie board.
Let's go.
I haven't been in like 2 years.
Hey,
so.
Doheny is the best place to learn in California.
The Beach Boys talked about it themselves.
Mm-hmm.
I have been surfing once.
Yeah.
And it was for a club that I was in high school.
Oh. What? I haven't been surfing in like 3 years, so.
Environmental science and outdoor learning.
4 years now.
Gotcha. That seems like a surf-worthy version. Plus, where you live pretty close to like some pretty cool surf spots.
Yeah, especially because my high school was closer to Malibu.
That makes a lot
So
of
that's
sense.
where we went. And then also, like, I could have gone and done a week-long Trans-Catalina Trail over spring break.
I've always wanted to do that.
But then I didn't. I don't remember why, but I could have. I was a little upset I didn't go. Because at the end, there was like kayaking and like snorkeling with like
I did
an area.
Okay, so at Long Beach, they have this class that it was the first year they did this. Because the semester before it was a kayaking class.
Oh.
All right. So the semester before they just went in the Long Beach Harbor and did that. But the semester I went, they're like, all right, on Fridays, we're just going to like do Zoom meetings and like do all this. And then on like the last weekend of class, we're just going to go to Catalina and camp and just kayak.
That's so sick.
And it was so much fun. It was the best.
Oh,
and then
wow.
like I got certifications for like certain camping stuff. Like I can... State of California, I am legally able to make a bonfire wherever the fuck I want.
Wow.
Like I have
That's
certifications for that. And just like learn how to like properly kayak and what to recognize. And it wasn't just like hey, this is how you kayak class. It's like, oh, this is what you're going to see in the water. It's like a little bit of oceanography, a little bit of like marine bio, a little bit of like, this is how waves work. This is what camping is like. It was
super sick.
It was just like, hey, if you're going to take a kayaking trip to Catalina, this is everything you'll ever need to learn. Go. And it was probably the best class I've ever taken.
You know what I'm upset about? That sounded sick. There was a class called it was the history of surfing in the U.S. or something like that.
Oh, that sounds sick.
It was sick, and I wanted to take it, but it wasn't open. I was trying to take it next fall, and it wouldn't let me.
You should take this class. It's upper division.
Oh wow.
It's 3 units. Like it is.
Nice.
What?
When I did,
It's called Wilderness Water Expedition.
What GE topic is it for?
I think some elective or something.
you just need elective credits. Don't worry
Yeah.
about it.
Fair
He's
enough.
a STEM major. You have to remember.
Oh
His thing's just a little.
You just say it's field work for your class.
Yo, dude, I'm getting wet. What the fuck's the major about?
Yeah, just say
Water.
it's like, if you say it's field work, you'll probably get it. Orlando took it, but he didn't go on the trip. He just did the harbor one. You had to take it in the spring.
Take it in the spring.
Mm-hmm.
Or if you want, you could take surfing. It's
Surfing too?
I already
a lot
did
of
my kinesiology one.
Mm,
I did volleyball my first semester. Had a couple cool friends in there.
that's cool. I will say the surfing class was the same way. It's like you just go meet like a couple cool people. You go, okay, nice. Like there's community here.
And you have some friends that you like barely ever see or talk to
Right.
for the rest of your time
Unless
in college.
you're doing one specific activity that's hard to schedule with everyone.
Or
Lifelong friendships.
I would go and see those friends again at the rec center playing volleyball.
That is convenient. It is nice. I would say for anyone out there that's like, thinking about going to school and stuff, like,
Take the fun classes early,
yeah.
and then you make friends. You meet so many people. Like take them early, and then just enjoy your time in college too.
Yeah. Go somewhere where you can do cool stuff. Like it's
Like the
really
cool
interesting
classes.
like hearing about like the way like Hunter grew up and like the things that he got access to in high school, because where I'm from in California, we're like super close to the mountains. So all of our like fun field trips, we went to the beach like a couple times, but like we mostly went into the mountains and did like mountain stuff, which was like really cool and unique.
Yeah, my the professor I went with the next weekend, she's like, "Hey, if you guys are signed up for this class, or if you guys just want to come with, we're doing a backpacking trip."
Oh, that's so sick.
Yeah, she just like, "Hey, if you want to come, you can."
Dude, backpacking. So I like the concept of backpacking a lot, like having everything you need on your back and stuff, and like working with a camp. But it's like there's too much to spend money on because you can always buy like a light or something or other.
Yeah,
and it just feels like a bottomless pit.
Well, here's the thing, like all that stuff, like a lighter or like a camp stove. If you
lighter,
get it,
like weight lighter. Like your tent could be $10 and weigh this much, or for $600 it can weigh like 5 ounces less.
Yeah. Well, what I was saying was like splitting things up between like a group is so important too.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
A lot of people are just gonna be like not having a lot. Like you're sharing a tent with somebody, they're sharing food with someone else. You can always just like be like, okay, well, I'm carrying a lot of stuff because this is all the stuff I brought. You're carrying nothing though, so I'm gonna give you like half of what I have.
There's also, I think, like one of the cool things when you are doing like wilderness survival stuff, like backpacking, is like it doesn't really matter like everything being equal. It's like we all need to make pace, we need to get places, and if you're taking too long, then other people are going to have to pick up your weight. Like if you can't like keep up, or if you're like, then your back, like stuff in your pack needs to go to other people, and that might slow them down a little bit, but it'll make you a little faster, and then you
find the equilibrium.
Like it's very much egalitarian in that manner.
Yeah,
it's all about like getting to the end goal.
It's getting there together. Yeah, because if one person's late and they have the stove, you guys are fucked. You know?
Yeah, you're like, we gave all the water to this one dude, so he's walking really slow. That sounds like a him problem.
Yeah, like you have your clothes, you have your stuff, but like at the end of the day, you have to get there together. So if one person is just like dying to keep up, and the other and another guy's just like strolling along, even it out, you know.
Or and I'll never get tired of plugging this. I love hiking socks.
Hiking socks are so nice.
Odor resistant, like stick resistant, like it's all very, very.
I used to work at Columbia Sportswear.
Oh, dude.
Oh my god.
Just Gore-Tex out of your mind.
Oh yeah, yeah.
Water resistant, everything,
and just the socks were so nice.
Dude, good socks will change your life.
I have two pairs of Columbia socks that I got for Christmas. I would wear them. Problem is, they're a little bit more winter themed.
Yeah, they're warm.
Yeah,
and
they're really warm.
So, well, they're literally winter themed. They're like, I think one of the
snowflakes on them.
One of the pairs I think has snowflakes on them. So I looked at them.
Frosty the Snowman on them.
I was like, well, I'd wear that. Only problem is I can't.
Yeah.
So.
Yeah, my brother-in-law, he's an electrician. And he's on his feet all day. He's wearing boots and all that stuff. And he asked me, he's like, hey, can I just get a ton of these one specific socks? And I'm like, yeah, I'll save a box for you.
You'll just save a box.
So when I was working there, I saved like 15 pairs in the back, and like told my manager, and he's like, yeah, that's fine as long as they get sold.
Yeah.
Like as long as he comes in and gets them, like we don't give a shit. So like I just held him in the back all day. He came in like when we were closing, and he's like, all right, I'm here for my socks. He's like, do you guys have any more? Yeah. And he bought like 25.
That's so
he bought 10 more. It was crazy.
I mean, it's important to like stock up while you can, especially in a job like electrician.
Yeah.
Like working in the bars, like I would go through like pants like no one's business, because they would all get soaked in like booze,
random
and
liquids
up, and like, and it's just like, I'm gonna need 10 pairs of pants for the year that I just blow out. And so that's cool. You guys ever think about, I mean, obviously, we're all in college now, but did you ever think about going to trades or doing anything like that?
Yeah, I wanted to weld.
I'm
welding.
Weld's a good one.
Because I was scuba certified for a while, and I was thinking about being like an underwater welder.
I mean, that's real money, but that shit's terrifying.
Yeah. I could do it.
I saw it was like a sick drone shot, like an underwater drone of these dudes like welding, and then it kept pulling back, and it's just like this
empty,
ever-long darkness of like, and they're so far down there. What about you, Hunter? You ever
Peaceful.
think about it?
Honestly, I like being underwater like that, where it's just empty and peaceful and like sea blue.
Not afraid of what's out there.
I know what's out there, and it's terrifying.
Underwater pedophiles.
Yeah. Those are the worst types. Here's the thing. We know what's out there for the most part.
Do we?
Yes.
We do, and it's terrifyingly scary. Yes.
Yeah.
But like, you kind of just have to deal with it.
Never seen a picture of a fish like deep down in the ocean and thought it like would be cool to hang out with.
No, you don't want to hang out with it, but it's like, okay, let's just.
No, there's some that are actually like, pretty cool.
Yeah.
There's pygmy sharks that
Those are
have
cool.
like lights. They have bioluminescence.
That's cool.
I love bioluminescence.
I
went
hope in my
swimming in it
lifetime
once.
they can genetically modify me to make me bioluminescent.
That's honestly like that'd be kind of cool.
I want a bioluminescent fingertip. Just
E.T.
no, so I could point to shit. It's like right here. This is what
It
I
just
mean.
doesn't start glowing until you make it glow.
Exactly. If I could think glow and it glows, hell
Yeah.
yeah, I'm good.
Or like, what's the? You guys remember the algae blooms?
Yeah. You know,
You had to like kick the water, like
yeah. I went swimming in it once.
yeah, me too.
I got really sick. Yeah.
You got really sick.
Yeah, it's really bad for you. You can like have worse
I didn't-
happen to you after.
I didn't realize I would get sick until after the next morning. I'm like, I don't feel good. And I looked it up and I'm like, oh, yeah.
You're like puking in your toilet and it's glowing blue out of the.
Pretty much. It honestly, swimming in it was one of the coolest experiences of my life.
Definitely
but
not good for you, but
not good for you.
yeah.
Well, so
Don't
I
recommend
was-
it.
Yeah, don't do it.
You
But
can actually
if you're not like a baby back bitch, like you can still do it.
You can die from some, but
Just be tougher than the algae, dude.
Yeah.
It's a single cell organism, right?
yeah, what the fuck is it going to do? You have more than that.
Yeah, you got way more cells, dude. It's a numbers game. This is medical advice from a licensed doctor.
Doctors, please don't.
Please
do not copyright us or do anything like that. Disclaimer.
Oh yeah, just
Brad's actually just some douchebag on a podcast. Do not listen to his advice.
I only have part of a comm degree. I'm the worst person to take medical advice from. But no, so when we were going out to the algae blooms, it took me for like I just didn't get out there the first couple days, so we had to like chase the tide, and like we had to go all the way down to like Newport or something because it had already migrated away from Long Beach.
Yeah,
it's cool though.
if I would go into any trade, I think for a while I was thinking about going into the Navy.
My favorite
Navy
trade.
is good.
Well,
It's a trade.
It
It's a trade.
It checks a lot of the same.
because the Navy, like, you got a lot of ship stuff you gotta do.
They do a lot of stuff for
I
you.
would love to fly helicopters for the Navy.
No,
I'm
good.
I knew a Navy pilot.
Really?
I know a Navy pilot.
I know.
Yeah.
I
Like-
should
like-
say
Pilot, like jet pilots or like
jet pilot.
Oh wow, I would never want to do that.
Blue
That shit's
fighter
so
jets.
scary. Yeah, Top Gun was cool, but like,
Yeah.
and maybe if my signing bonus came with Kawasaki.
Fair enough.
Honestly, if the government did that, they could solve all these like enlistment issues right now.
Well, you know, you sign up for the Marines, you get a Camaro or some shit like that, right?
No, you do not. Common misconception. Although plenty of Marines do end up in crippling auto debt.
If you guys had to fly one military plane, which military plane are you
B-2
flying?
bomber.
A good one.
I want to be the guy who drops the.
Can I say Air Force One?
Yeah, you can.
That's kind of cool.
Technically a
fly-
military plane.
I would love to fly on Air Force One. I would love to. I mean, being the pilot's, just gravy at that point.
Yeah.
I think it'd be cool.
I think I'd probably fly. I want to say either the F-35 or the F-16.
Good choices. Good choices. Did you ever have you ever been to like the Midway or something, like one of those places you go sit in one? Pretty dope.
No, but I
I've done
want to.
I've been in the Midway and I've done the simulators. I'm so good at the simulators.
dude.
It's so fun.
I really want to do an F1 sim.
Yeah.
Like I
I'm
think
down.
simulators are so cool. And I think we should all lay down some track times and see who the best driver is.
You know who has a simulator that has like the wheel and everything? Is Chad.
Chad.
Dude,
Dude.
he's always inviting me over. And he's like, "Come do my VR," and I'm like, "Yeah, for sure, man." And I'm just like, "Fuck, I got work."
We hung out with Chad like last week. He asked me my name. I've camped with that guy.
Yeah, he's
Yeah.
I was like, "Hey, Chad." He goes, "Hey, man. hey, what's your name? I was like, fuck you, Chad. What the fuck, dude? Son of a bitch.
I love Chad. He's great.
He's a sweetie.
He's that guy that if you talk to him, he just starts getting really just like, yeah, man. So smart. I love you, bro. Like, just out of nowhere, he'll say that. And it's just the best vibes you'll ever see.
You're helping Chad push a pull door, and he's like, dude, you're so smart.
He signs off on it when you call him. He's like, peace and love, bro. And, like, hangs up. And I'm like, wow. That is the best vibes I've ever seen in a person. He means it 100%.
He really does want you to have peace and love in your life.
I think we all need to be more like Chad. You know, just happiest guy. Peace and love, bro. Like, I'll catch you later.
I
like,
think Chad is the definition of a SoCal resident.
Yeah, he's
in a band, surfing. We were supposed to go paddleboarding yesterday, but I had to go home, so like I wasn't able to. And he was bummed, but he's like, "No, don't worry, it's okay. We'll hang out next weekend." I'm like, man, all right.
He's kind of like if you made like an SNL cast member like impersonate a Californian.
Yeah,
they do Chad.
100%.
Yeah, pretty much.
Yeah.
All right. Well,
shout out familiar faces.
We only give them so many shout outs, man. They're gonna start paying for these ad spots.
I know.
Do we want to start doing the outro?
Can I crack my back? My back is in pain.
Okay.
Yeah, let's hear it.
Yeah. Chance that might have gotten it.
It might have. Oh, there's a little blip. But that's it.
We can boost it in post for the audience.
So we talked about having an outro, right? That we should do an outro. However, we didn't talk about what the outro should be.
No,
we should have.
We're doing it live on air.
Oh, live on air.
Live on air.
All right. So what goes into a good outro?
You thought about it?
I thought about it, of course.
Is just doing the John Cena intro?
No, I'm not.
So
Maybe.
Good outros have to have, you got to say your name, say what we are, plug our links, give a teaser for next week.
Okay. All right.
Right? That's like
There is no next week.
But here's the thing.
We are ever eternal.
I don't know our links. I don't know our plugs.
Oh, I can do that.
You could do that?
Yeah.
All right. This has been Getting to It Podcast. I'm Dave.
I'm Hunter.
I'm Brad.
And today we had some good discussions. Brad can't drive.
Not a discussion, just an accusation.
Yeah. Anyways, go plug our links. Come on.
Check us out on Instagram and TikTok at Getting to It Pod. That's Getting to It Pod, no cast. See us on Apple, Spotify, and if you're watching on YouTube, make sure to leave a like and maybe a comment if you're extra cool.
And maybe a subscribe.
And send us some letters. We'll be getting out a P.O. box soon.
Dave wants to make it. Dave has said it enough where we will just get a P.O. box now.
Please. Thank you.
Our email is...
Yeah, what's our email? You could also just send it there.
gettingtoitpodcast@gmail.com.
Podcast@gmail.com?
Yes.
All right. Gettingtoitpodcast@gmail.com. No caps, no space.
All right. Well, thanks for tuning in.
Have a blessed day.
Later.